recap of the NFC Divisional game. Minnesota gets the victory in a crazy finish over the New Orleans Saints 29-24. For the Saints, Drew Brees was 25 of 40, 294 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Willie Snead threw a pass, was incomplete. If he completed it, it may have been a touchdown. They ran a little like wide receiver back pass, throwing to, I believe it was Kamara running a wheel route, and it was incomplete. It was on third down. I kind of questioned that play call just a bit. Running the ball, Alvin Kamara 11 for 43, 3.9. Mark Ingram 10 of 25, 2.5. The team 24 of 80, 3.3 yards per rush. So both of the two-handed tandem of that running attack for the Saints were shut down. Michael Thomas, 7 receptions, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ted Ginn Jr., 8 of 72. Alvin Kamara, 4 of 62, the other touchdown. Max Unger recovered a fumble. Drew Brees fumbled, was not lost. The team had 2 sacks. Sheldon Rankins and Manti Te'o. Marcus Williams had an interception. He also missed the play on the receiver who was at Stephon Diggs on the final play of the game, whether you want to say the tackle or just missed breaking the ball up. It was kind of right there as far as what he missed exactly. Regardless, he missed it and went for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 2 kick returns for 50 yards, longest of 30, average of 25. That's pretty decent. Gerald Hodges, 1 punt return, 1 yards. Will Lutz, 1 of 2 in his field goals. Missed a makeable 1. For the Vikings, Case Keenum, 25 of 40, 318 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Latavius Murray, 19 carries, 50 yards, 2.6 per rush, 1 touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 8 of 34, 4.3, 1 touchdown. The team 29 of 95, 3.3 yards per rush. Stephon Diggs, 6 receptions, 137 yards. That's 61-yard game winner. Adam Thielen, 6 of 74. Jairus Wright, 3 of 56. Kyle Rudolph, 5 of 28. No fumbles. 2 sacks, Everson Griffin and Harrison Smith. Anthony Barr and Andrew Sendejo had interceptions. No kick returns. Marcus Sherrill's 1 punt return of 19 yards. Kai Forbath 3 of 4 in his field goals. New Orleans was down. I thought they were done in a bit by a bad pass interference penalty early in the game. I don't think this game was that well officiated. A lot of ticky-tack things that I think were called. A lot of pass interferences that I think should have been called that were not. New Orleans was able to get their defense back together. I don't know if Minnesota took their foot off the gas. What happened exactly? We'll talk about Minnesota a little bit once we finish with the Saints. New Orleans was able to come back. They made some plays. I had no doubts Drew Brees was going to get that field goal to go ahead. I expected it to be the game winner. And unfortunately, on that touchdown by Stephon Diggs, look, Marcus Williams, the safety in that situation, to me, it looked like a guy who didn't know what to do as far as if he was going to hit the guy or get a penalty where he was going to hit the guy. It looked like he was kind of, he leaned his shoulder down. He wanted to go low, and then in the middle of it, he just kind of didn't know what to do. I think that was a big product of the fact that you have a lot of flags that are thrown on plays like that. Maybe people will disagree. Maybe that's not what caused it, but if you look at the play, it seemed like that's what was going on with Marcus Williams in that situation, because certainly a 15-yard penalty in that situation, they're just showing it right now, would have been just as disastrous. Now, it probably would have been incomplete if he got it, but let's say he completed it and he got 15 yards. So it was right at the catch, and even 15 yards in that situation where time was basically running out, you give Minnesota a shot. So that's what I felt happened. As for the Vikings, their defense really let them down in the second half. I wouldn't be surprised that a team takes their foot off the gas pedal, especially a team that has a defense as good as the Minnesota Vikings. You have a pretty good running attack, though it wasn't there today, and it almost cost them. They were able to escape with the victory. Let's see what they do moving forward when they play the Philadelphia Eagles. Certainly that defense will have to step up. You don't know how close the game's going to be, what they'll need from the offense if complacency set in, but I think that having the lead, the 17-0 lead at halftime, played a factor in allowing the New Orleans Saints to come back in this one. Alright, so anything that breaks throughout the week, we'll give that to you. We have the weekly NBA report coming tomorrow. Be sure to stay tuned for that, and remember, we appreciate all subscriptions as well. Have a good one. Thank you.